Good morning, sweet boy. You're having your banana peel? You love it? That's my Briar. Good morning, love. How you doing, my Bella? Here and get the kitty. Good morning, Mr. Albert. Kitty. Hi, Wild Bill. Good morning, Mister. He was being especially rough with the younger Roo, so I have him out for a while, let the youngest one get his bearings a little bit. Running around with the guineas and the African gray gander, free ranging. And they live with Bella, so they're safe. A bunch of coaches raising coaching babies. They're actually gonna get pulled out today. They're sold, and I want these girls to start laying eggs again. This is how many coachings it takes to raise 4 chicks. You silly birds. You're all beautiful, gorgeous babies. On Ricky. I'm pretty sure her eggs are due soon. I know. You're such a good mama. Ricky. I want to say she's 7 or 8 years old. Oh, she's not. Excuse me. She's 9 years old. And she raises goslings every year. Or at least hatches them out until I sell them. Raises them until I sell them. The babies I allow her to hatch are crossed. Start the feeding. Come in here and no, nothing's in the brooder because the brooder's in the house right now. I don't keep, I only put the chicks out here that I'm gonna brood and keep, and I have no intention right now. So let's feed the chickens. All right, just a smidge over here, but you guys better clean that all up. Look at all these elm seeds. Ugh. We rake and burn and burn and burn. I think we're done now. The trees are leaving out, so I hope we're done with those elm seeds. I'm coming, buddy. So I need to feed the peacocks in the peacock house over there where the porch is. But in order to be able to do that, I have to give the goats hay pellets. Then they get all excited thinking that it's something better than hay pellets, and they don't follow me around and try to get in and keep me from doing my work. So that's the next. Alex is waiting for me to let him go play with Allie. Good boy, Alex. That's where the gate that I'll walk through is, so he's waiting. He doesn't really want to be with the geese because if you're unfamiliar, geese that are in their laying season, the ganders are extremely protective and they tackle the dogs, the goats, anybody. So he'd rather not having his treat at the feeder. Since the does have all kidded and raised their babies, they've started going back into heat. So him and Briar have been fussing, and not bad or anything, but Samson's got his head all torn up. He's got where his poles are for his, because he's a pulled goat, he's got those all opened up. Silly goat. You silly goat. Samson's getting old. He's getting older. He's beautiful. He's got beautiful blue eyes. He's got waddles he passes on. He's tricolored. The other side of him, he's got a big white splotch. He's been such a blessing to have as a breeder and as a pet. We adore our boy. Patiently, impatiently waiting for me to get to his food. When he comes out in the morning, he wants that wet food. He's starving, you can see. Feeding the peas. I've actually seen him mating. So I am expecting to get peafowl eggs anytime. The peacock is opal, and 3 of the hens are Indian blue cross or split to opal, so they throw a lot of opal chicks. And one of the hens, that one right there, she's just Indian blue split to white. But he's also split to white. Opal does have white. He has white eyes on some of his eye feathers. So, but in honesty, they have never thrown a white chick. But if you ever wanted to get a hold of me, because peacock season is coming up, on Facebook, I'm Elmaker Ranch, and you can contact me there regarding animal sales, egg sales, and those kinds of things. We don't have a feeder built on the doe side yet, so I just use the bucket and throw the hay down in the bucket. Not too much at a time, because without, if it rains, it'll ruin the hay. You know how goats are. They won't eat it if it touches the ground or gets wet. And there's little Ronan. Where is he? There he is, over there by the gate. He wants to go out in the pasture. The other day, he was not, I don't want to say he wasn't favoring his leg, because he was. He just didn't hike it up the way he is now. And I noticed that his little foot was swollen, which I checked, and I'm confident that his cast isn't overly tight. I think it's just from the injury. Like I said, he broke it, and we found it like that morning. I think within an hour of it happening or something, it hadn't even swollen. And so his little foot was swollen. So I took a little bit of vet wrap and made him almost like a little compression sock on his foot, only for comfort. I didn't wrap it at all tight because, I don't want to cut the circulation off in the leg. But I did want to give him that counter pressure, because I had foot surgery last July, and I still have to wear compression socks on my sore foot. And so I just thought it might help him feel more comfortable. His brother moved yesterday. The little white-tailed boy, he moved yesterday to his forever home with his new little doeling girlfriend that the family picked up after they came and got him. A beautiful little Couclair girl they bought. And really pretty, so they'll make pretty babies together, that's for sure. And then, of course, there's our little Freya. They want to go in the pasture, but they've been out there several days, and I kind of don't want to overfeed them all that green. And I want to give it a chance to keep growing a little bit more and not get dark. Okay, there he goes. This is what I want to see, because I know that bone needs all Mama's milk to heal. Mama, you let him have some more. I know, he's a goat. She knows what she's doing. I just have this instinct to want to do it because he's a broken leg, but he is so afraid of me now because I've had to doctor it, and obviously it doesn't feel good. And so he literally, if he sees me walking anywhere near him, he'll try to go hide, and that breaks my heart. I think he's probably going to lay down in the back. He does that a lot. We let the geese out, and then we do it from way back here. So we open the door and get out of the way. We don't want those ganders snagging us. And you'll notice all the goats, look at Briar's like, you let them out. And the girls I'm not concerned about. You could tell at this point, let's see, he just tried to be mean to the Briar. The girls' heads are chewed up where the boys grab them. It's not hard to tell who's a boy and a girl now. I fill pools, the goose pools, and I have a waterer, let me show you, in there where they sleep at night. And I lock them up right now only for one reason. The girls lay eggs and the guardian dog will get the eggs before me. So I keep them pinned in during breeding season, and they have a water which usually works, but they've drained it, and so it needs to be filled. I'll fill the pools over here and make sure everybody has water, and I usually enjoy the sit with the goats and the babies right now, and then I'll clean up after the dogs and go check my garden. Here's my steady girl. First thing she does is get in my lap for the big snuggles. She's a fine baby. And as you can see, Bree, who is not her mama, gets a little jealous. They all get jealous of each other whenever, and Bristol's even gnawing on me. You stinkers. Freya, you're gonna have to lay down. You're gonna make me bruise. Bree walked over there. Watch. She's calling the little boy. Yeah, and he's calling her back. I can hear him. He may come around the corner in a minute. I don't know. She's looking for him now. Bristol. She's jealous of Freya, so she's nibbling on me. I guess my Bliss is never going to have a normal udder again. Freya's really messed her udder up. I mean, it's really crooked. You silly. Oh my goodness. Ronan decided to get up. Bree let him have a bite. I hate seeing him like that. But I mean, he actually is curious still, and poor little Dolly. He won't let me anywhere near him because I've had to doctor him. And it's so hard because I want to comfort him, but he doesn't want me to because he's worried I'll touch his leg. So hard. And there's the Freya. You going to see what's in the bucket? Nothing, miss. I gave it to ya. I already gave it to ya. I don't think Bree's letting Ronan eat enough to help with the udder since one kid moved yesterday, but I'll have to relieve her a little bit. I was milking them. I mean, my intention was to milk them and make cheese and stuff, but honestly, I have been not well for months, and it's not something that I can commit to. And then I'm going to see my oldest son in May, and I won't be here, so there's just no point in keeping them in milk this year until we figure out how to make me feel better. Hello, gorgeous. I just love you. I just love you. She's such a pretty girl. I love you, Freya. I love you. She is the clone of her mama. Just the clone. Now, her mama doesn't have the Chamosé markings, but she has the wattles, she has the blue eyes, she's polled, and Bliss is just straight gold.